You are now listening to MrZBlackneffect.
What's going on, yo? What's going on? What's going on? Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat and the hype button after the stream. Hit the super chat, well, anytime throughout the stream, and the hype button after the stream. And there we go. Shout out to the replay gang. I know Mr. Z is streaming extremely late or early in the morning, however you want to see it. It's not giving me any numbers on how many of you guys are listening, but okay, fine. Maybe it'll pop up eventually. Yeah. So let's first shout out Louis for the intro, right? Modified the intro a little bit. Hopefully we don't get flagged for it. So I finally got to listen to Dr. L speak to, what's her name, Dr. Chiaku. Oh boy. Whoo. Wow. Okay. I too am a child of immigrants. Those of you already know. Wow. Okay. Mr. Z does have an issue with these interlopers who got one foot in Black America and one foot out. They hide behind their tribe and their nation of origin, or their parents or grandparents' nation of origin, while they have one foot in Black America. Shout out to you, Dr. Chiaku. There's that. I found Dr. Chiaku very, very disrespectful, very, very sassy, unwarranted sass. The facial expression says it all. Madam, you don't even have to speak. Did you see your facial expressions? The projection. Oh, it's insane watching someone say that you can hate them as much as you want, you could be as disrespectful as you want, while they subtly threaten you and say, be careful with me. Be careful with me. Ma'am, you're threatening Dr. L. So you were overly sassy, mean and rude and disrespectful. Your facial expression said it all. We could watch you on mute, madam. Your facial expression says it all. Right? You threatened Dr. L. You white worshipped. You African sisters always do that. Y'all always under the scrotum of some white man. Any non-black man will do, but definitely the white man. PhD don't matter. You're still under the scrotum of any white man, of course. Madam, my title says, it's not black men that you have to convince. It's not black men that you have to convince. Madam, Dr. Chiaku, it's black women and definitely non-black men who you and other black women of your ilk have to convince to choose upon black women when black women are choosing upon them. Huh? You have to convince the white men. You have to convince the Latinos. You have to convince the Asians. And this is how they're talking.
I'm speaking on the behalf of all white dudes that date black girls.
Can y'all stop fucking calling us massa?
What the fuck? What the fuck do I? You know what you're doing. You know, like, what the fuck am I supposed to say?
And y'all be thinking it's funny as shit. You be laughing your ass off, having the time of your life.
Girl, fuck you.
I want black women to have a lot more self-respect than they do now. Kind of just like worshiping white guys. Worshiping white guys. Worshiping white guys.
Huh? Yeah. Dr. Chiaku, you do realize that the white guys, the Latino guys, the Asian guys hear you. You said anyone black American. So, and you threw Africans in there also. Okay, cool. Anyone, black women need to expand their options. Have you ever considered entertain Z for 3 minutes? Have you ever sat down and said, wait a minute, what about if black women were already open to non-black men? And it was the non-black men who were like, see, no. Yeah, nah, I'm straight. Nah, I'm okay. You're attractive. I definitely want to have triple X fun with you, but anything more than that, no. Have you ever considered that? So many women like you, Dr. Chiaku, speak on black women's loyalty and the fact that black women are outpacing black men, and black women are so loyal to black men, and black women would rather be single, or they're out here having triple X fun with particularly exclusively black men, right? And so many of them are, if I can't have a black man, I don't want no man. Have you ever considered, Dr. Chiaku? Have you ever sat down and thought about it for 5, 10, 15, 20, half an hour? And like, what about if that wasn't really the issue? What about if black women were flirting with their non-black coworkers? The Latinos and the Asians and the white guys. What about if a couple of black women were sneaky linking with their white coworkers? It just never amounted to anything. What about if black women were flirting with the South Asian in IT? He just wasn't interested. He couldn't even pretend. Huh? What about if black women were flirting with their Asian neighbor, their East Asian neighbor? He just wasn't interested. What about if black women were flirting with the Latino mechanic and they had some, entanglements, as Jada Pinkett Smith would say, but it never amounted to anything? Have you ever considered that? It was never about black women expanding their options. It's about the other party, the man, the white man, the Latino man, the Asian man, and whether he wanted to pursue something more than just the physical with black women. Have you ever considered that? There's studies on this, that, Dr. Chiaku. There's studies on what white men think of black women romantically. And it's pretty disparaging. It's actually pretty damn depressing and sad. Dr. Chiaku, it's not black men who you have to convince. First, you have to convince black women to stop with this full loyalty. We already know what they're doing. You have to convince black women to be more open to white men, which, to be fair, you are. And then you have to convince non-black men to reciprocate. Have fun with that. Dr. Chiaku, women like you always say, these men, they're not intimidated by black women's education. They're not intimidated by accomplished black women. They're not intimidated by black women's success and money. Prove it. You yourself said 13% of black women are married. That's not true. It's 13% of married black women that are married to non-black men. Okay, fine. That number need to be 25%, 30%. Prove it, Dr. Chiaku. It's not about black men. Fine. It's not about black men. Prove that black women in significant number, not one, twos and fews and ones and two. Nope. Prove it, Dr. Chiaku, because black women been sounding like you for half a millennia. Well, half a millennia. Who Z went way too far. Half a century. Half a century, madam. For at least a good 50 years. Black women been sounding like you, madam. Where are the wedding rings from the white dudes and the Latinos and the Asians? Stop talking about it and be about it. Dr. Chiaku, stop talking about it and be about it. Prove it. Not just you with a white man, no. All your sistren, all your PhD, highly accomplished sistren. Oh yeah, Dr. Chiaku. And to prove it, no divorces. Oops. Nope. You and the white dude can't get divorced. You and the Latino can't get divorced. Oh, and make it even sweeter. If y'all do get divorced, he can't take half on the way out the door because you got to prove that they're better. Remember? You got to prove that they're better. So, Dr. Chiaku, you and your ilk, I'm a PhD, you and your ilk have to get married to the non-black man and then stay married for a lifetime. Okay, fine. One of you file for divorce. It's going to be you. You got to leave with something, not him. Have fun on that one. Huh? Have fun on that one. Dr. Chiaku, prove it. Black women been waxing poetic about how omnipotent and omnipotent and infallible these non-black men been for at least a good half century. Prove it. It sound nice. Prove it. We keep hearing about this. Prove it. And for those of you who haven't checked it out, I'm gonna play a couple of clips. They're not too long. From Dr. L's channel. And once again, shout out to Dr. L's. Shout out to Dr. L's. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. And shout out to Dr. L's, right? And we're going to play this one first. Okay, here we go, y'all. So this is the video in question that I guess Dr. L's brought Dr. Chiaku up to speak about, right? And then we're going to speak about it, and then I'm going to play a prime example of why black women are so chronically single that Dr. Chiaku pretended like she don't get, or maybe she doesn't get it, which is even more frightening, right? Possibly even more frightening because she's a whole PhD. I'm a PhD. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
The last to get married in America. Who? Black American women. The highest divorce rates. Who? Black American women. The last to get married. This is what the stats are showing. The lowest marital rates, the last to get married in America, and the highest divorce rates. Why? Because Black American women have been tricked into this strong, independent, matriarchal, sisters be doing it for themselves. I don't need no man. I'm not dating outside of my culture or race mentality. You have been tricked, shook. You have been lied to. You've been taught to stick to a ghost, to be loyal to men who don't show up to you, men who have the highest rates of imprisonment, have the highest rates of mental health issues, the highest rates of gang mentality, the highest rates of non-committal and non-marital rates. Black American women, get off of the independent, sisters be doing it for themselves. I don't need no man. You've been tricked. It's a defense. Men have tricked you into having sex with them, investing in them emotionally so that you don't get what you are supposed to have according to the word of God and according to even biological principles. When a woman has sex, there is a hormone release called oxytocin. Oxytocin is a bonding hormone for women. Women are creating soul ties, fornicating, releasing oxytocin to men who aren't marrying them. Stop it. Fornication is sinning against your own body. Stop giving it up to these men. They're not marrying you. They're not investing in you financially, energy, time, sacrificing. Stop doing it. Rise to the occasion and feel better about yourself. Date outside your culture, date outside your race, get an African man, get a Caribbean man, get an Afro-Spanish man, get a Cape Verdean man, get an Indian man, get a Hispanic man, get a white man if you have to. Just make sure that you pray about whatever mate that you're going to choose, because marriage, like my mentor would say, is it's like a biological, expression. So it has to be equally yoked and kindred. But Black American women, stop getting tricked out of having a real man show up for you, invest in you, love you, sacrifice. Stop doing it. Stop having sex and fornicating and sinning against your own body and creating these false bonds when he hasn't even released his bonding hormone, which is vasopressin, the male bonding hormone. Stats do not lie. Something is off. Something's wrong. There has been some sort of abomination, like some type of spiritual law that's been violated, biological law that's been violated, psychological law that's been violated. Get your power back. Stats do not lie. The Black American women that I know that get results are those that are not highly focused on, he has to be Black American. If he is, great, congratulations. Get over that. Get you a nice, modernized, equally yoked, African man in America, not one you bring from Africa, one that's here. Start thinking more. It's very spiritual, it's very psychological. Make sure that what you do is working for you.
All right. So
Yeah. So black women are so outpacing black men. What that say? What's the height? 45,000, something like that? Huh? Yeah, about that. Huh? Thought Mr. Z cropped this. Apparently not. Y'all give Z a second. Let's see if we could do that again. Huh? Yeah, about that, madam. Black women outpacing black men. Since when? Financially? Dr. Els was correct about that, madam. Every race of men earns more than their women in America, including black men. Working black men earn more than working black women. Period. And not by a dollar or two either. Huh? As a matter of fact, black full-time working men put in more hours than any other demographic in America. Yes, even the Latinos. Ah, I know, shocker. Huh? I know, shocker. Dr. Chiaku, you don't have to do all of this. It's not black men you have to convince. Black men aren't holding black women hostage, and we're going to speak on that in a minute because of a comment you made. Black men aren't holding black women hostage in the black community. I promise you, black women like you, we want you to go. Mr. Z is about Spartan kicking you in the chest to the white men, if you really want me to tell you the truth. Huh? Uncle Phil tossing your ass out to the white men, to the Latinos, to the Asians. Promise you we don't care. I expect black women like you, oh, I promise you we don't care. It's nobody we want gone more than black women like you. Huh? Toss your ass out like they be tossing them goddamn sandbags before there's a flood. I promise you, Dr. Shiaku, women like you, you can go run for your life. We do not care. We won't even notice when you're gone. It won't even be good riddance. We won't even notice when you're gone, madam. Promise you. We'll send you and a gift bag to the white guys and the Latino guys and the Asian guys. I promise you. These women talk like black men holding them hostage. Madam, it's not us you have to convince. You got to convince the non-black men to reciprocate this feeling from black women. Huh? Can black American women be chosen by certain African men? Yeah, but they're competing against African and African descent women. Afro-Caribbean? Yes, but once again, they're competing against Afro-Caribbean women. And once y'all become Americanized, there's no difference. Exhibit A, your sass, madam, and your facial expressions. Oh, and we're going to play it in a minute. Your sass and your facial expressions, madam. Imagine sounding like Dr. Chiaku and then speaking about black men hating black women. Imagine sounding like her, looking like her, using her facial expressions, sassing like her, being rude like she is, and then talk about black men hating black women. Huh? This is a whole PhD, everyone. This is a whole PhD. We keep on running into these PhD black women who have nothing but rancor and just disgust for black men, and they hide behind some weirdo out there analysis. Nothing but disgust for. Look, madam, once again, the miseducation of a Negro. Madam, nobody care about your white ass education, and Mr. Z don't ever use that phrase. And how you've been indoctrinated in your disgust for black men. Go lay up under the scrotum of white men, then I promise you we don't care. Get out of here, scram, get. Hey, whatever African dude, this is your daughter, yank her ass out of here and go mail her to the Latino guys or the white guys or the Asian guys, please. Your daughter out here causing havoc. You African dudes need to go come pick her up. One of you African brothers, come pick her up. Whatever tribe her people from, come pick her up. She out here talking crap. Put her in a box and send her ass back. Whatever uncle, whatever father, older brother, older guy, cousin, yo, we taxing y'all for this. Come get this. What the hell y'all got going on? Huh? Whatever tribal chief, come get this. These Trojan horse ass immigrants, no wonder they call y'all tethered. No wonder they be calling us tethers. Women like this. Madam, you're never going to be a white woman. You could talk all this crap, throw black men under the bus all you want, and them white boys ain't not choosing. If they were choosing, you would have been with one of them. The white guys are not choosing. We could tell. Look at the angst. Look at the anger in you. Get out of here. We do not care. It's the framing, like she trying to convince black men let us go. Madam, we been let you. Women like you, oh, you been gone. We been let you go. The white guys just refuse to come pick you up. Huh? The Latinos just refuse to come pick you up. I promise you. Every time we send you out, they say return to sender. They send your ass right back. Women like you, they send your ass right back. They might keep you for a day or two and pipe, and then they send you back and be like, God damn it. We come home after work. God damn, she's back on the front door. God damn. Huh? God damn. Madam, I promise you, we're not holding you hostage. Men like Z don't want you here. I promise you we don't want you here. We really want you to go off and create your tragic mulatto kids with whatever non-black man you're going to end up with. Go to the burbs, lock the door behind you. Go teach at whatever school you said you have a private practice. Go with your private practice. Go end up with whatever non-black men you're going to end up with. And hopefully we never see you again. Huh? Promise you we don't care. We want you gone, really. Huh? These women be talking like brothers holding them hostage. Madam, one thing black men ain't starving for no white worshiping vagina, madam. I promise you we don't care about that. Huh? So we gonna play the second clip. This like but another one of these black women need to expand their options. Y'all been telling black women to expand their options for at least a good 5 decades, man. At least, at the very least, a good 5 decades. At the very least. Y'all talk like y'all could just, you, Mr. White Man. You, Mr. Latino. So the white dudes and Latino dudes don't get a choice in the matter? Or is it that black women have been trying to choose up and they just haven't been getting chose back? Loyalty, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So we live in America, With America's history, but you probably a child of immigrants or a grandchild of immigrants, so you may have minimized that, and you did. We're gonna play the clip in a minute. So maybe you don't fully appreciate the history of America. And even though this interview, it's crazy. This interview is done post 2024 Trump election. It's white dudes using MAGA as a white worship tool. Bow down, y'all better know who we are, we white guys. Right? They're using MAGA as a white supremacist catch-all, and this lady talking the way she is. Well, we could be in the middle of Armageddon, y'all still gonna be like, these Negroes ain't ish. Huh? Oh, that's frightening. We could be in the middle of Armageddon, and these weirdos will still talk the way they are. Black women could be getting scalped by non-black men, and these women will still talk the way they are. Huh? We could be hearing black women getting raped in the other room, screaming for their life. And a woman like this will be in the room with us, still pointing at us, yelling at us. What? Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Your disdain for black men, ooh, say it better, Z. Your disdain for not being a white woman, ooh, knows no bounds, madam. Once again, the title is, it's not black men that you have to convince. Dr. Shiaku, it's the white guys you got to convince to make you politically and socially white women. It's the white women you're going to have to convince not to be antagonistic towards you. Not to check you and put you in your place and remind you never gonna beat him. Uh-oh. Huh? It's not black men you have to convince, Dr. Chiaku. All that sass towards Dr. L, all that angst, huh? Your condescending tone, all the eye rolls, the sass, the unwarranted sass. Dr. Chiaku, it's not Dr. L you have to convince. You got to convince the non-black men to reciprocate black women like you in that energy and that lust y'all have for them. It's non-black men you have to convince, madam. All the negative stereotypes they have for black women, including educated black women like you have to convince them. Have fun trying to convince them after they see the way you talk to Dr. L. You know the funniest thing in the world? Women like this be so delusional. They think that a random PhD Asian dude, a random PhD white dude, gonna look at her and be like, yeah, she was right. Yeah, yeah. Dr. L, yeah, he was disrespectful and he was mean to his guest. She really think the PhD white dudes and Latino and Asian dudes gonna agree with her. What drugs? Craziness. This is a whole PhD who couldn't be disciplined enough to not have the most disgusting, disrespectful, condescending facial expressions ever. The unwarranted eye rolls, the sassy look on her face. Hey, y'all know the second you let a black woman start talking to or about a black man, boy, the sass, the eye rolls, it's coming. They can't help themselves. All the facial expressions to remind you your place, no matter. Oh, by the way, Dr. L. Oh, he's a PhD too. She didn't care nothing about that. And then the unmitigated gall to say you can hate me and you can do this and why didn't you just make a video response? Madam, no, Dr. L did exactly what he was supposed to do. Brought you in, had a conversation with you so that everybody could see what you look like under fire. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I feel like you trapped me. He didn't trap you. He let you be who you really are. Oops. Ain't no CK trap, madam. He ain't trap you. Oh, no, you know what he did? He took you to the deep end of the pool in the conversation. And that's not a trap. No, y'all spoke for a little bit and you couldn't be disciplined. You couldn't even pretend for a couple hours. Huh? You couldn't even pretend, madam, because he's a black man. See, and you had the unmitigated gall to talk to him about it. You see, when you was talking to that white man, look, man, we all know everybody doesn't see black women like you in that interview voice when the white man walked in the room. Miss me. Madam, you couldn't even pretend. Your contempt for black men is so great. You couldn't even pretend. With a fellow PhD, you couldn't even pretend. The sass on your face says everything. Your combative nature says everything. Your antagonism says everything, madam. Huh? Your face was contorting all different type of ways. Yeah, the disrespect towards black men knows no bounds. Huh? Your condescending tone knows no bounds. It don't matter that Dr. L is once again a fellow PhD. What that mean? He's just a Negro. And Negro is not the word Mr. Z want to really use. Hard ER. Because that's how you meant it. When you were speaking to him, that's what he was to you. That's what he is to you. That's what all black men are to you. The title, once again, for this stream, like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. The title, once again, is It's Not Black Men That You Have to Convince. Dr. Chiaku, it's not black men that you have to convince. Dr. Chiaku, okay, fine. You said you went to HW. I'm about to say HW. I'm sorry, HBCU. I'm saying everything but the term. You attended an HBCU. Fine, cool. Dr. Chiaku, plenty of black women attend PWIs. Where's the wedding ring from the white guys? Where's the wedding ring from the Latinos? Okay, black women go back and get their master's degree. Plenty of white guys in those classes, maybe less Latino guys, but plenty of white guys, depending on where you are in the country. If you're on the West Coast, plenty of Asian guys. Where's the wedding ring, madam? We're supposed to believe you're loyal to the black men who are not sitting in class with you? Or is the white guys not choosing up? Fine, y'all go get y'all master's degree and your PhDs. Where's the wedding ring from the white guys and the Latinos and the Asians, especially the white guys and the Asians? Where is it? Huh? It's not black men that you have to convince, Dr. Chiaku. If I grant you everything, black women have far outpaced black men. Black women are way better than black men at everything. At everything. And somehow black women are supremely, stupidly loyal to black men. First off, once again, it's not black men you have to convince to date out, it's black women. Then you have to convince you and your ilk, and those black women are going to have to convince non-black men to choose upon black women. That's how it goes. And if not the case, then black women gonna have to end up with each other and munch on each other. That's how it goes, Dr. Chiaku. Wait a minute, black women already ended up with each other and munching on each other. 23% of black women now identify as bisexual. That's what it is, Dr. Chiaku. And oh yeah, what were you saying about black women outpacing black men again? Black and Latina women who never marry are the least wealthy in the US. Dr. Chiaku, if you check out this article, It says single childless black women have the least amount of wealth in America. Black men have nearly 3 times more wealth than single childless black men have nearly 3 times the wealth of single childless black women. Now remember, according to you, black women are leaping black men, dusty black men by leaps and bounds. Right? Shout out to Dr. Thunder. Lapping and jumping over dusty black men by leaps and bounds, according to you. Huh? Yikes. Dr. Chiaku, you gotta convince non-black men to choose upon black women. And if black women are so great and non-black men in significant number don't see the greatness in black women, then guess what that relegates black women to? Not to black women, excuse me, not to black men. Let's say that again because I got a hit. Dr. Chiaku, you have to convince non-black men to reciprocate these feelings that black women have towards them, the Latinos, the Asian men, the white men, etc. And if these non-black men are not reciprocating, if they don't see the greatness in black women, or not enough non-black men in significant numbers see the greatness in black women, then you know what that relegates black women to? Other black women. Not other women, not in mass. No, it relegates black women to other black women. Huh? Yikes. So, once again, Dr. Chiaku, is it hatred for black women? Or do black men, or are black men better yet, tired of women like you and your character assassinations? Black women like you. Dr. Chiaku, the white guys hear you. The Latino guys and the Asian guys hear you. Dear black women, your character assassination of black men and how y'all are running around America with the blowhorn, non-black men hear you. They don't care. Dear black women, these non-black men hear you. They hear you throwing black men under the bus. They hear you disparaging black men. They hear you wanting them to choose upon you. Dr. Chiaku, the non-black men hear you. The white guys hear you. The Latino men hear you. The Asian men hear you. The indigenous men hear you. They hear you. The Middle Eastern men hear you. The South Asian men hear you. They hear you. Promise you they hear you, Dr. Chiaku. They don't care. The ones of them that like black women, they gonna have fun with black women. Then one day they gonna settle down with one black woman and maybe have another one on the side. Shout out to that DC white officer. Huh? But for the masses of white guys, Latino guys, East Asian guys, South Asian guys, Southeast Asian guys, indigenous dudes, Middle Eastern men, they hear you, Dr. Chiaku. They hear all of you women, the highly educated, the not educated, the East Coast, West Coast, down South, Midwest, Pacific Northwest, light skin, dark skin, slim, heavy set. They hear you, ladies. They don't care. You could throw black men under the bus. You could disrespect black men on camera. You could tell black men how you're not obligated. And I heard you, Dr. Chiaku. I just want you to appreciate Mr. Z is definitely one that tells black men all the time, black women owe black men nothing. Thank you for saying it. I've been saying it. Black women owe black men nothing. Not consideration, not kindness, not a smile, Not even urinating on a black man if he's on fire. Black women owe black men nothing. But likewise, Dr. Chiaku, educated black men, accomplished black men, good-looking black men, charismatic black men, tall black men, muscular black men owe black women nothing. They don't owe black women consideration or first right of refusal. They don't owe them that. Black men with status, they don't owe black women anything. We're only following what women like you have said, Dr. Chiaku. Huh? We're agreement with you. And we show you through action. Huh? So let's play this clip of Dr. Chiaku and we'll speak about it on the other end. Here y'all go. Oh, let's do this before we do that. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Here we go, y'all.
To go to therapy. Research shows that men of color in general, Asian, Hispanic, and Black, and white men in general tend to go to therapy less. However, when they do, white men are leading in going to therapy, actually staying in and being committed to it. And when men of color do go to therapy, like Asian, Hispanic, black men are the lowest, and they don't commit. Research shows in general that black people usually don't. They may go, but they don't stay. But black American men rarely, if ever, go to therapy. Black men in general, but black men the lowest.
Okay, I asked why that was.
It could be because of the pressure of you're a man, figure it out. In the culture, in people of color communities, there's a heavy weight on family and pastors and things like that, so it hasn't really been a popular thing in our culture. We're sort of behind in that sense, like we're catching up, but Caucasians are leading in that and taking advantage of services.
Okay, well, we finally got there in terms of services. So what, in terms of rates of comparative rates between black women and black men, who has more instances of mental illness?
It would definitely be black American men leading in that. But it's not. It's.
Are you just making this up? Did you read? I mean, did you really read this? You knew what I was going to ask you about this. You asked me what I was going to ask you. I asked you to review your video. So you're going to sit here and tell us that black men have the highest rates of mental illness? In comparison? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
What is gang
and
violence?
It also depends on the disorder. Just like women tend to be diagnosed with histrionic or bipolar more, and then men might be diagnosed with, so we also can see biases and things like that too. So there are sort of like stats that show women might be diagnosed more in like this area than men. Like research shows that men are diagnosed with sociopathy more than you'll see women. That doesn't mean women can't have it. You'll just see more cases.
Okay, so here's something from the National Institute of Mental Health. Mental health treatment received past year among U.S. adults with any mental illness. You can see right here, 56% are female. White, yeah. 56 white people, right? Black people are down here with 37%. Those who are been diagnosed with mental illness, right? So anybody can go to the National Institute.
But didn't I just say they rarely come into treatment too? So based on who's going.
So how do you know? That's my point. If we had these stats and you're saying that they don't come into treatment, how do you know what these numbers are? Why would you as a professional put this out into the atmosphere? But you said.
Listen, you either want to hear what I have to say or you don't.
I want you to be accurate.
Okay.
I want you to be accurate.
What you want me to say is what you want me to say. You either want me to shut up and hear what you have to say and then I won't say anything, or you want to hear what I have to say. So let me just answer.
I'm not trying to be combative, but you're putting.
You are being very combative, and you need to let me finish.
You're putting this out into the atmosphere.
Set me up. You could have just did a reaction.
I didn't set you up because you asked me in an email what I was going to ask you.
Okay, so let me finish. Let me answer. I didn't submit my personal clinical stats. Everyone has their personal clinical stats. I'm also in the community. I'm also observing. I'm also seeing a lot. I have my own. I have my own personal stats as well. And not only that, but like those stats are only based on who's reportable. It's not based on who is not reported. It's not based on all the people that are incarcerated who haven't been tested. It's only going to be based on who was tested. Whereas I kind of know the stats of people who were tested and people who weren't. So, okay, you don't seem to be respecting what I have to say. You could have just did a reaction video to my TikTok, and then you could have just said, okay, I don't agree with what she says. I don't respect what she says. But that's one of the reasons why I asked you, what did you want this interview to be about? Because I know that when Black men and Black American men and Black American women get together, it's usually disrespectful. It's usually an argument. It's usually a debate. And I wasn't interested in this. That's why I said, what do you want to ask me? You said, I want to shoot from the hip. Okay.
Madam,
shoot from
you
the hip.
are
Just make
right.
sure
You
don't
are
shoot
being
yourself in the
very
foot. That's not what
disrespectful
my
if that's
anointed
what
and
you
do not
meant.
profits no harm. Be careful with me. You be careful with me. You can be as prideful as you want to be. You can be as insecure as you want to be. You can be as combative and hateful towards me as a woman or Black women in general, but be careful with me. Be careful. Don't be stupid, okay? And so if you don't want to like respect me in this conversation, you don't agree with anything.
I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna have to play that whole thing again. God damn it, Z. I know. Imagine speaking the way she is and then low-key threatening. Be careful with me. You could be as prideful as you want to be, insecure as you want to be. Madam, have you heard yourself? Prideful? Have you heard yourself? Maybe you got it messed up. When Michael was talking about man in the mirror, he wasn't only talking about men. Imagine sounding like her and saying, you could be as prideful as you want to be. You could be as insecure as you want to be. Insecure? Who's more insecure than Black women in America? Like you. Especially highly educated Black women in America who pretty much reached the ceiling of everything they could do, but be a white woman. Oh. Oh. And doesn't that just chop your ass? You throwing Black men under the bus. You sassing Black men. You're aggressive to Black men. You're condescending. You got pseudo stats. Huh? And no matter what you do or say, them white folks don't care nothing about what you talking about. Huh? Madam, why don't you just try your hardest to be a Fox News contributor? Be another Stacey Dash or one of these other folks? Throw Black men under the bus and, well, you too old. Them conservative white men ain't choosing upon you. You too old. So, ooh, goddamn, Z, you said that out loud. I meant it. And somebody tell me I'm wrong, by the way. Huh? So, Dr. Chiaku, you could be a Fox News contributor. Maybe Newsmax or News One contributor. Huh? Maybe you could work for the Daily Wire. You know, Turning Point kind of needs some help right now. You know, they kind of going through it. Maybe want to get with Erica Kirk and see if she could maybe have a slot for you. And you could throw Black men under the bus. You're not young and spry, so I don't know if they'll really be checking for you like that. But, you know. Madam, outside of white folks, conservative white folks in particular, liberal white folks, you might be doing too much for them, right? You might have to reel back a little bit. Outside of conservative white folks using your rhetoric to beat up on Black men, ain't nobody care what you're talking about. Who cares what this lady is talking about? Yeah, but Harrison Faulkner is cute, Trill. And she's been at Fox for a while. Harris Faulkner is cute. She was a pageant winner. She's attractive. I know you meant to say Harris Faulkner. I said Harrison too. Right? Harris Faulkner's attractive. And we saw how she spoke to Trump. She's disciplined. I saw when she checked what's his name? Brian Kilmeade, lame ass. I saw when on her cooking channel, she checked him real smooth. Huh? Very professional. I don't rock with her politics at all. At all. And she married to a white dude, of course she is. But she's very professional, very disciplined. And even when she check you, she gonna check you real smooth, like real smooth. Dr. Chiaku don't got the discipline. You can see it here. You think if you had Harris Faulkner speaking to Dr. L, you think it would have been this? It wouldn't have been this, and she wouldn't be making all those facial expressions, I would gather. Huh? Oh, the lady mad disrespectful and mean and super sad. Hey, her face said everything. Don't worry, I got the part of it where he put her on mute and look at her face. I purposely left that part in. I purposely left that part in because when you see her face, it says everything. The eye rolls, the sass, the look. Huh? You gotta love it. Mr. Z's channel is about protecting black men's image. And unfortunately, much of protecting black men's image, unfortunately, in America, is protecting black men's image from black women. You imagine? Wow. From the Dr. Chiakus of the world. Huh? Madam, I promise you, we do not care about whatever white man you want to validate you or non-black man. We do not care. Huh? Yikes. So we got therapists talking to and about black men crazy. We've been knowing we had the PhDs talking to and about black men crazy. Huh? We got these journalists, these black female and male journalists talking about black men and two black men crazy. These pundits. Huh? Wow. And then she got the nerve to talk about black men, black women essentially having to expand their options. You think that's the issue? Alrighty then. Huh? Continuing. Let's play this again, y'all.
To go to therapy. Research shows that men of color in general, Asian, Hispanic, and Black, and white men in general tend to go to therapy less. However, when they do, white men are leading and going to therapy, actually staying in and being committed to it. And when men of color do go to therapy, like Asian, Hispanic, black men are the lowest, and they don't commit. Research shows in general that black people usually don't. They may go, but they don't stay. But black American men rarely, if ever, go to therapy. Black men in general, but black men the lowest.
Okay, I asked why that was.
It could be because of the pressure of you're a man, figure it out. In the culture, in people of color communities, there's a heavy weight on family and pastors and things like that. So it hasn't really been a popular thing in our culture. We're sort of behind in that sense, like we're catching up, but Caucasians are leading in that and taking advantage of services.
Okay, well, we finally got there in terms of services. So what, in terms of rates of comparative rates between black women and black men, who has more instances of mental illness?
It would definitely be black American men leading in that. But it's not. It's.
Are you just making this up? Did you read? I mean, did you really read this? That you knew what I was going to ask you about this. You asked me what I was going to ask you. I asked you to review your video. So you're going to sit here and tell us that black men have the highest rates of mental illness? In comparison? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. What is gang violence?
It also depends on the disorder. Just like women tend to be diagnosed with histrionic or bipolar more, and then men might be diagnosed with, so we also can see biases and things like that too. So there are sort of like stats that show women might be diagnosed more in like this area than men. Like research shows that men are diagnosed with sociopathy more than you'll see women. That doesn't mean women can't have it. You'll just see more cases.
Okay, so here's something from the National Institute of Mental Health. Mental health treatment received past year among U.S. adults with any mental illness. You can see right here, 56% are female, white, 56 white people, right? Black people are down here with 37%. Those are who are been diagnosed with mental illness, right? So anybody can go over to the National Institute.
But didn't I just say they rarely come into treatment too? So based on who's going.
So how do you know? That's my point.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
And you're saying that they don't come into treatment. How do you know what these numbers are? Why would you just put?
Oh man, the stats is over 1 million.
Because I'm not reporting my
out into the atmosphere. But you said.
Listen, you either want to hear what I have to say or you don't.
I want you to be accurate.
Okay.
I want you to be accurate.
You
look at her face. Look at her face.
You either want me to shut up and hear what you have to say, and then I won't say anything.
Look at her
or
face.
you want to hear what I have to say. So let me just answer.
I'm not trying to be combative, but you're putting.
You are being very combative, and you need to let me finish.
You're putting this out into the atmosphere.
Set me up. You could have just did a reaction.
I didn't set you up because you asked me in an email what I was going to ask you.
Okay, so let me finish. Let me answer. I didn't submit my personal clinical stats. Everyone has their personal clinical stats. I'm also in the community. I'm also observing. I'm also seeing a lot. I have my own. I have my own personal stats as well. And not only that, but like those stats are only based on who's reportable. It's not based on who is not reported. It's not based on all the people that are incarcerated who haven't been tested. It's only going to be based on who was tested. Whereas I kind of know the stats of people who were tested and people who weren't. So, okay, you don't seem to be respecting what I have to say. You could have just did a reaction video to my TikTok, and then you could have just
bowing down to what you had to
say. I don't respect what she says, but that's one of the reasons why I asked you, what did you want this interview to be about? Because I know that when Black American men and Black American women get together, it's usually disrespectful. It's usually an argument. It's usually a debate, and I wasn't interested in this. That's why I said, what do you want to ask me? You said, I want to shoot from the hip. Okay, shoot from the hip. Just make sure you don't shoot yourself in the foot. Mess not with my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Be careful with me. You be careful with me. You can be as prideful as you want to be. You can be as insecure as you want to be. You can be as combative and hateful towards me as a woman or Black women in general, but be careful with me. Be careful. Don't be stupid, okay? And so if you don't want to like respect me in this conversation, you don't agree with anything I have to say, and you want to argue and debate and go back and forth all that I'm saying is that they are unequal partners just in general. They don't even get along. There's a lot of disrespect. And also in addition to all of this,
because women like you exist.
Higher than their men, and I don't see that in other cultures. Now,
we earn more.
What I think
that's all that matters.
Is first of all deliverance therapy, and also I think Black American women need to open themselves up to men of other cultures and races.
You don't gotta convince Black men of that. The
numbers are too high. Black American men aren't marrying. We don't agree. If there's always an argument and a fight, but I don't see African men arguing with their women. They're too busy getting married. I don't see white men doing this with their women.
Get out of here! Not in America.
Debate and argue and sass to Black American women all the time.
I know she ain't talking about sassing.
Let's just agree to disagree, and then we could just move on. Just do a reaction video. You hate my video.
No, ma'am, you don't get to character assassinate us, and then we'll just move on.
Respect me and just say I hate you. You know, I that's very common in the Black American race.
Who said they hate her?
I never said I hated you.
Men do not.
What is wrong with this lady?
And it's just like it's always a disrespectful thing when you guys come together.
You're the disrespectful one.
And so you can put your PowerPoint stats.
You don't see this with any other men.
And like trick me.
Anybody want to talk about white men in the white manosphere?
Listen. Fine. The internet says that's what you found on the internet. Yeah, I also have my clinical stats too. Like I didn't report my clinical stats.
I'm asking you what those clinical stats are.
She's a PhD, everybody.
You basically tried to trap me in a Charlie Kirk kind of way. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. And what I mean by that is like you're trying to be like a great debater. But I've seen some of your interviews with other men. You're very respectful. You're respectful with that white man you interviewed. The LAPD.
I'm respectful.
But you're not being respectful towards me. And it's just because
Dr. L ain't the one worshiping under white men's scrotum.
Well, you're not being respectful with me. And it's like, okay, you don't have to agree with me. But we can also disagree in a respectable way. And it's like you're not.
I'm trying to do that.
You don't like. You're not behaving in a way that I respect you and I like.
Cutting me off. Now you're cutting me off. Now you're being disrespectful. You're cutting me off. Okay. So now I ask you for your stats and where you got this from. I asked you the first question is some of the first questions I asked.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
Can I please read my notes? Okay, here's my notes. 39.
So dismissive.
Listen, you're not going to just talk over me.
Smart. Look at her face. Look, this is the fun part. Here we go. Here we go. Look at her face. Look at her face.
I let you go on that little diatribe there. So listen to what I had to say. I asked you about your education. I gave you a chance to talk about what you did, what you do, and all that. And then I asked you about who tricked you and where you got this information from. That's what I'm trying to get. And I want to know where you got this information from when you sit up here and disparage.
Look at her face while she's on mute.
You're still talking. You disparage Black men. I'm going to give you a chance to go over that. But don't disparage Black men. When you talk about we're not being equally yoked, it's because we keep getting a bad rap. And that's why I want to.
She's sassing and being condescending. You can see it on her face.
No matter how much we make, we keep.
You don't even got to hear the words.
And this is what I'm pushing back against. When I have a professional with a PhD, with a doctorate saying this stuff, it really bothers me.
Look at her face.
So you have to come with
look at that condescending look. Look. I'm sorry. She's trying to mock him.
That you got to come with it.
Look at her face.
That's all I'm asking.
This is a PhD. This is a grown ass woman. A grown
ahead with
ass
your
woman with a
facts.
PhD.
So I'm not here to make black men feel better, like, or make them feel bad. I'm your therapist. Go to therapy, like I said, and increase those numbers. Get some healing.
Mean
and
asshole.
if you guys are upset that black men are always being beat up on,
Wonder
well,
why
maybe
black
it's
women are
because you guys do
single.
things to render those results. Maybe black women don't have.
Who needs white supremacists when you sound like this?
Up on me. I don't have that complaint. Black women don't owe. Black American women are not responsible for the feelings of black American men. We are not your Build-A-Bears.
I agree with you.
Let me go through my stats, and then that's it. 39.
And Mr. Z ended it right there because I don't care what she has to say, really. I'm playing this, everyone, to emphasize this. And I see we had a young lady in here. I don't know if she's still in here. Young lady, women like this are your negative PR. Huh? Let's see if she's... where did her name go? There we go. Cecilia? Young lady, if that's who you are, if this picture is the real you, yeah, women like this is the one that's kind of making your life a lot bit more difficult. Women like that talk like they talk for you too. This is a whole PhD, doctorate. Lacks discipline. Look at her sass. Look at her facial expressions. Look at how she delivers and how she speaks to Dr. L. Look at the way she's speaking to Dr. L. Look at her face when she was muted. You could tell on her face she was like, "Oh, hurt your feelings." This is a PhD. And when she got off of mute, she said it. She has said, imagine saying that Dr. L trapped you in a CK type of discussion, and then you recite Ben Shapiro, facts don't care about your feelings type talk. Oh man, she pulled the facts don't care about your feelings type of talk after saying Dr. L trapped her like CK would. Okay, yeah, that's it. Wow. So, dear white folks, all you have to be as a black woman to get a PhD is hating on black men? So you have disparaging, I get it. If you think of black men the same way white folks, whether they're liberal or conservative, see black men in a negative light, then you are shoo-in for a PhD, especially in the soft sciences, obviously. Oh, if you have the same type of misandrous, anti-black man view of black men we have as a white society, oh, you are shoo-in for a PhD. Exhibit A. Right? Dr. Chiaku. Wow. Trell. Wasn't that the DC mayor? That was the DC mayor that said that? Oh man. Hysterical. Was that Chicago or was that DC? That was Marion Barry, right? That was DC? That was DC. Yeah, that was DC. All right. Wow. Yeah, Marion. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, Marion Barry, DC. Yep. All right. Me and my mayors and mayors mixed up. My black mayors sometimes. So I wanted to play this for y'all. Some of y'all already seen it. Clearly, Trell already seen it. Trell's like, she nuttier. I saw the comments she was putting, Trell. I don't know if it's off her rocker, Trell. I don't know if she's nutty. I think it's something about a black man who's similarly more accomplished than she is, similarly educated. They both have PhDs, obviously in different sciences, but still, she just can't respect him. First, he's a black man, so the respect's out the window for that. Then she got to make sure he know his place. That's what the whole be careful how you talk to me. Be careful how you handle me. Who are you? You're another mean ass black woman with a PhD. A sexist ass black woman concerning black men with a PhD. There's a zillion of you. What makes you any different? Another highly educated, indoctrinated black woman talking about black men negatively. We haven't seen this before? Huh? We haven't seen this before? Oh no. Wolf Daddy says, no, she crazy. She is a witch. Serious. Like she really into the witchcraft? No, for real, Wolf Daddy. Is she really into the witchcraft? If she is, I wouldn't be surprised. I wanted to do that stream right after Kevin Samuels passed, but Shay beat me to it. And yeah, a lot of black women are gonna be playing with the witchcraft as these things get more and more serious, as black women struggle more and more in their intimate and romantic relationships, as they struggle more and more financially. You're going to see more and more of them become religious zealots, and you're going to see more and more of them start messing with all the occults and all the different witchcraft and voodoo and hoodoo and all the African spiritualities. And y'all gives you a second. Okay, that's a straight pipe BMW 440i. All right, y'all gives you a second. My apologies. Gives you a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. All right, he looked like it quieted down a little bit. He's still there, but Jesus Christ, that cold start, yeah, loud as hell. Okay, when he takes off, it's gonna be loud again. I might have to mute up for a minute. Okay, um, this is a whole PhD. Y'all trying to tell me she into the witchcraft stuff too, right? What? As I was saying before, I, I I'm willing to put money down that you're going to see more and more black women start engaging with different spirituality, different different African spirituality, and I don't know how much I'm against that. Right? It's not my thing, but fine. If white baby Jesus ain't doing it for you, you gonna find something else. Mr. Z don't really got an issue with that. Okay, fine. With that, appreciate why they're doing it. Huh? Appreciate why they're doing it. It's not to be closer to the source, so it's not because, white baby Jesus let me down. A little bit of it is that. It's really because they're grasping for straws. Their love life is in shambles. What love life? Huh? It's about having a sense of power over your life. I get it. Huh? And it's so they don't have to follow any hard and fast rules. Exactly, Electrician 480. This is what I'm getting to. You got to it quicker. And Electrician 480 says, Z, they're using under the guise of control. And all that sound nice, feels empowering. The obsession. Are y'all sure men are the ones that are obsessed with power? The way women be talking. Unlimited power. Oh, man. Who let Palpatine in the goddamn room? Huh? Who let Darth Sidious? Man. Huh? I had to play that for y'all. I had to cover this. I know y'all were talking about this a couple weeks ago. I finally got to it, and oh man, it's frightening listening to black women just grabbing for straws, throwing black men under the bus every chance they get. Every chance they get. It would have been one thing. Fine. Y'all did this. If Dr. Chiaku did this, and then we saw her in a couple years and she was booed up with the white dude, a Latino dude, and he was paying exorbitantly while she still got to run around here like she was not with him or not married, and she could still talk her crap and do what she want to do, and he was funding her while she didn't have to adhere to none of this stuff he was talking about. That would have been a different conversation. He was subsidizing her without her having to be any type of wife or girlfriend worth a damn. Not traditionally, anyway. When black women like this be sounding like this and don't got nothing to show for it at all. They're not slowing black men up from being passport bros or SYSBM. They're not getting chosen by the white guys in any significant number. It's not making them richer. As a matter of fact, it's making them poorer. It's making them poor. What proof do we have of that? Black and Latina women who never marry are the least wealthy in the U.S. A disproportionate number of black women are kinless as they age. Advocates say they deserve a social safety net too. Huh? Yikes. So Dr. Chiaku did all of this. Black men and black women are not equally yoked. Fine. Let's accept it. We will accept that premise. We will accept it. Fine. Right? But it's not black men you have to convince, madam. It's not black men you have to convince. You have to convince black women and non-black men. You don't have to convince black men that black women are not equally yoked with them. Fine, we accept it. Now what? We accept it. Now what? Fine. Black men and black women are not equally yoked. Black women are leaping over black men, leaping over every dusty Negro, and all black men are dusty. Fine. You don't even got to be nice about it. You don't have to mention that you went to HBCU, and you don't have to mention DJ Envy for all of you that watched the whole thing. And he went to Hampton. It was 30 minutes down the street from where you went to school. And you know, plenty of good black men who are highly educated and successful. You don't even have to mention that. Just say all black men are dusty and losers. Fine. And black women and black men are not equally yoked. Black men are not on black women's level. Fine. Convince black women, or at least enough of them, and convince non-black men. Once again, the title is, it's not black men you have to convince. Dr. Chiaku, it's not black men you have to convince. Huh? That's hysterical, Tro. The Dr. Chiakus of the world talk the way they do. They speak the way they do. They throw black men under the bus. They sass black men. They're aggressive and antagonistic to black men. They're mean to black men. And outside of getting that type of energy off, what else do they have to show for it? Do y'all got the wedding ring from the white guy? Uh-oh. Huh? Is the white guy paying bills for you? Uh-oh. Do you have the mixed children? What do you have for this antagonism towards black men? For this attitude towards black men? For this anger? What do you have to show for it? Huh? What do you have to show for it? Okay, fine. If I take y'all at face value, y'all said she into the witchcrafty stuff. Okay, cool. Voodoo, whatever the hell. No, actually, as a matter of fact, no. She said she was Christian. She said she was Christian, y'all. She said she was Christian, and she was on that type of time, if I remember correctly, on the interview. Okay, fine. She's Christian, and the way she talking, she's into that white nationalist Christian crap. Okay, cool. So you're a white supremacist, chocolate dipped, whatever. Madam, it's not black men you have to convince. Huh? I see what you're saying, Decon. But once again, it's not black men. It don't matter how much she weigh. The BMI, it don't matter. Huh? Unless you're saying BMI is black male men independence. Unless you're saying it how Dr. Ron O'Neill say it. But if you're talking about BMI is in her weight, it don't matter what she weighs. It's not us that she's trying to get with. She is of no concern to us. Outside of her talking crazy about black men, I don't care if the lady weighs as much as goddamn Jupiter. Scram, get out of here, get. Huh? Like I'm joking, but I'm not though. Huh? Black people like this are worse than traitors. They're worse than traitors. Because they try to convince black men and black women, of course black women, to view black men the way they do. They stay in the black community causing havoc. Huh? They project, madam, where's the insecurity? Dr. L is, wait a minute, Dr. L, doctor, PhD, doctor, where's the insecurity? Huh? You said he could be as insecure as he want to be. What insecure? Huh? Where's the hate? The pride, madam, did you not see the look on your face? The pride? He could be as prideful as he want to be. First off, you're on his platform. Secondly, madam, did you not see the look on your... Madam, did you not see your facial expressions? Prideful. Maybe you don't see you. Like, I know you wasn't in front of a mirror, but maybe you don't see you. Imagine saying to a black man that black men are not on black women's level, and then accuse him of being prideful. Imagine saying to a black man that black men are not on black women's level in any way, shape, or form. Black women are better than black men in every single endeavor in life. Black women are outpacing black men in every single endeavor in life that matters. All of it. And then to say to that same black man that he's being too prideful. Okay, yeah, that's it. And hateful. Huh? And insecure. Wow. And this is what the uninitiated, this is what they want our sons to marry, or at least subsidize, to take care of, the daughters of women like this. The daughters of women like this. What is a Gen Z supposed to do with a woman like this daughter? First off, her daughter better don't end up with no black man, because your mom effed you up. If she has a daughter, oh my God, please send her to the white men immediately. Shout out to T.I. Immediately. Yes, madam, whoever you are, if she has a daughter, yes, we should not be condemning you for because of who your mama is. But oh man, we can't risk it. Not with somebody like this lady. Huh? Yikes. Yo, Gabby said expeditiously. Exactly. Shout out to Tia again. Expeditiously. If she has a daughter of age 18 and above, out of here. I don't care how she look. Get out of here. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You may not be like your mom, but we can't risk it. We got to get you out of here. Go end up with the white guys. Don't worry about it. We'll be okay. Black men will be okay. Promise you. The sass, the disrespect. Imagine being so disrespectful and then looking a black man in the face and being like prideful, calling him prideful. So we got to play stuff like that. We have to cover things like this because people keep on playing in black men's face. People keep on playing in black men's face. No wonder these folks don't want to engage with the black manosphere. Especially now that we have camera phones and these women are recording themselves talking all type of crazy to and about black men. Dr. Chiaku sat up there and just disparaged black men for goddamn 20 minutes straight. And she pretty much told you, as Mr. Z has said before, black women owe black men nothing. Mr. Z agreed with her. She sat there and said, I don't owe you caring about your feelings, essentially is what she said. Cool beans. Cool. And we owe you nothing also, madam. Huh? Shout out to Dr. L for at least allowing you to speak, and we got to see who you are. Cool. Yo, Gabby said, are you not embarrassed? Clearly she's not. There's something really wrong with that lady.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Gil Gabby, we gonna need you to take her back. Gil Gabby, we are shipping her to your home. We gonna need you to take Dr. Chiaku back. I don't even know if she's from the same tribe as you. It don't matter. Gil Gabby, we gonna need you to take her back. It don't even matter. You done messed up. You should have kept your head down, Gil Gabby. We gonna need you to take her back. Right? Cheryl, like I said, just let them talk. Huh? Snake Man, Naima, who else? Y'all gonna have to take her back. Put her, I don't know what, gift wrapped her and send her to the white dudes, or send her back to wherever on the continent. Somebody gonna have to take her back. Oh man. Gil Gabby said the African delegation sends her to the white delegation. Huh? We don't want her. LXST says send her to the Phantom Zone. Jesus. That's frightening, everyone. It's scary to listen to these supposed highly educated folks sound like this. Like this is not professional at all. At all. She was mean. She was dismissive. Her facial expressions alone said everything. The eye roll, the side eye, the condescending tone in her face. We didn't even mention how she was speaking yet. Dear Black America, yeah, I appreciate she's probably the child of immigrants. Dear Black America, black men can't do nothing with a Dr. Chiaku. She is relegated to single forever if she stay talking about black men like this, or ended up under the scrotum of some non-black dude, probably white dude. If not, she will be in munching heaven or hell forever. But black men can't do nothing with a Dr. Chiaku. What can you do with a woman like this? What can you do with a woman like this? Shout out to any man, white, black, Latino, Asian, or otherwise, that trying to do anything with her. Have fun. We didn't send her to the white guys as a Trojan horse. Send her to the white guys as sabotage. Huh? They keep telling us, oh, y'all end up with the white women that the white men don't want. You know what? Okay, fine. We'll do white guys similar. Send her to the white dudes. Huh? Z, you heard Dr. Chiaku started working for Fox News. Not surprised. Oh, she worked for Newsmax. Not surprised. We won't care. It will be expected. These little weirdo, thrown off, angry black women, we don't care. We already know what they're about. One America News, yeah, One America News. Send her to One America News. right? Send it to whichever one. God damn. Where do y'all dig these women up from? I know you ain't talking Z. Y'all right. Y'all right. But still, where y'all dig these women up from? Who needs Nazis when you got her? She really tried to pull a facts, don't care about your feelings. LXST says, see if the studs want her. Yeah, we gotta send her over there to the studs. They gonna be fighting. With her mouth, oh yeah, they gonna be thumping in that house. There'll be a whole lot of furniture moving. With her mouth, oh yeah. Hey, LXST ain't gonna be a whole lot of furniture moving. That ain't gonna last too long. With her facial expressions, and you know, women are far more sensitive to that stuff than men are. Especially a black woman. You think you're gonna be giving a black woman them type of sassy looks as another black woman, and y'all ain't gonna be fighting? All right. Black men know we can't uppercut them to the moon, so we just gotta eat it. You think she gonna be giving another black woman those type of facial expressions, and there's not gonna be a whole lot of furniture moving in that damn house? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know if the stunts gonna handle those type of facial expressions. They're gonna be thumping in that house, PhD or not. Yeah, she pretty much did. As dusty as I want to be says, she said facts don't care about your feelings, but she had no facts. But she pretty much did say that. She actually pretty much did say that. In so many words, yeah, she did say that. And that's okay, look. And we gonna end out in a minute. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Shout out to the replay gang. Hit the hype button. We're covering things like this to emphasize that even the PhDs, even the highly educated, even the highly accomplished, number one. Number two, once again, we want to keep it in the archives. We want to record this. We want to make sure we archive this because people keep talking, black people keep talking to black men like they don't know what the hell we talking about. Huh? They keep talking like we don't know what the hell we're talking about. The Iyanla Van Zants of the world keep talking to us like, well, no, why can't y'all stand in it with black women? You can't stand in nothing with a Dr. Chiaku. You can't do nothing with her. Ain't no standing with this. Unless you're going to be standing in hell. You can't do nothing. Iyanla Van Zant, we can't do nothing with a Dr. Chiaku. Send her to the white dudes. Louis, if you don't mind, if you still up, we need to have a video or a thumbnail of black men sending black women like this to white dudes, shipping them to white dudes or any non-black men. You can't do nothing with Dr. Chiaku. Ain't no standing in nothing with her unless you standing in hell. Yeah. And LSXT says she should have hit the rose before she got up there. She should have hit the rose. Calm her down a little bit. Oh man. Just aggressive and sassy and mean spirited. The worst. Hey, this is what I'm saying. LSXT says, well, LSXT, I'm engaged. I'm engaged to a black woman. ADOS black woman on top of that. Every once in a while, you might find one. I don't suggest y'all go look it though, because it's too damn hard. It's like trying to find one of them rare old school 1910 Bugattis or something. Good luck. And if you find one, it's going to cost $1 zillion. And LSXT says, somewhere in the future, in foreign lands, we will show our grandsons the reason we left our homes by showing them these receipts. This is why we archive these things, right? I find black women the most aesthetically pleasing, right? With that, a fit, attractive, my ideal shape black woman, if she sound like Dr. Chiaku, I am running the other way. Ain't no way in hell, no way. You can't do nothing with her. I wouldn't even pipe. You can't do nothing, man. You can't do nothing with this. You can't do nothing with her. Charles said, barn find. Uh, yeah. As Dusty as a wannabe sis, like catching a Mewtwo. Look, you can't do nothing with her, Dr. Chiak. I don't care who she look like. Name your most attractive celebrity. I don't care what she. You can't do nothing with her. You can't pipe. You're gonna have to have some discipline. It's not even about having the oops, baby. You can't pipe. You gotta run the other way. You imagine her knocking on your door at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, because you're not answering your phone, because you're not answering the phone because Dr. Chiaku is Dr. Chiaku. Huh? You imagine her pulling up to you at work. God forbid y'all work at the same place. Oh, y'all was sneaky linking at work, or y'all was sneaky linking because y'all work together. Oh, you imagine? You can't do nothing with a woman that think and move like this, bro. You gotta run the other way. I don't care what she look like. The second you, oh man, smell like Dr. Chiaku. Can't do nothing with her. So I wanted to play that for y'all, and we'll pause right there. Love, piece of chicken grease. Shout out to Dr. L. I see you, Dr. L. Good work, brother. Good work. Good patience. But this lady, I get it. I saw you were cracking at the seams. I saw it. Right? I said cracking at the seams. Y'all hear Z? Right? I see it. Yeah, I get it. The sass and the facial expressions alone. Just unwarranted sass, mean-spirited, combative. And that's not a word Mr. Z likes throwing around, even for black women, to be honest with you. But just antagonistic and combative and just mean and mean-spirited. Rude, snark, unwarranted snark. She can't help it. Her contempt for black men is too great. Where are the white men to save her and women like her? Shrugs. Where are the Latinos and the Asians to save women like her from Blackistan and black men? Shrugs. Huh? So on that note, y'all, we'll pause right here, truly. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, for the love of God. Whatever you do, y'all smell one of these, especially for you young brothers. Y'all smell a younger version of a black woman like this, run the other way. Quite frankly, you smell a young version of any woman that sound like this, run the other way. You can't do nothing with them. They're not salvageable, not in a relationship sense. I don't know if you could be there, if you could be a coworker with them, maybe, but relationship, you can't do nothing with a woman like this. You can't do anything with a woman like this, nothing. Huh? So on that note, y'all, Y'all have a great rest of your night, and Mr. Z out.
You are now listening to Mr. Z Blackneffect.